So nice of you to visit us here today at the Revolutionary Cemetery. My name is Margaret Tilford. I was born in Scotland in 1725, married my beloved George. We had 5 children, and then we heard of Dr. Clark coming over here and spreading the word of the United Presbyterian Church. So we followed him. He had bought 12,000 acres here in the Salem area. It was not known as Salem at the time, but we settled out where there was not good farmland. And I have to tell you that the New England Presbyterians and the United Presbyterians didn't enjoy their freedom right away because they had different beliefs. My poor husband George went through a lot. We were devout, God-fearing, and people spread horrible words about me being a witch. And I relish this time to try to reckon those myths. One of our neighbors, Mr. Livingston, had problems with his cows. He said his cream wouldn't turn to butter, and he blamed me for being a neighbor. That I cast spells on that. I was just a peaceful person trying to bring up our 5 children. And I found out later the reason why it wouldn't turn to butter was that his cows had eaten some tainted mushrooms. And they just started all kinds of trouble. So also my beloved George saw someone split wood in front of their house, which doesn't sound like a bad thing, does it? But it was on Sunday. It was on Sunday. I had to go tell Reverend Clark about that. And then they found out that I did that. I'm telling you that what we went through, I would rather throw myself in front of a stagecoach than have anyone else go through what a terrible life we had. And we were even known as Tories. Can you imagine? Tories. We wouldn't do that. We had to go to Fort Edward to seek refuge when the Revolutionary got so bad around here. And we did not. We were not for the Queen. We were for freedom. And I regret what we had to go through, and I understand now what anyone from a minority goes through in these days. It's really sad. We had real dark places in our times, and you know, it was so hard to just find enough food. The land out there, East Broadway, was not good farmland, which I think a lot of people found out, and all we could have was sheep, and that was a very hard life. And I hope some of you can understand what we went through. Does it sound like some people these days are going through the same thing? Not being called witches, but being let down by their neighbors. And my poor George, he was just trying to take care of our family, and where it was necessary, he did have to tell Reverend Clark about that. It was his duty, wasn't it? And I appreciate you folks stopping by today and listening. Thank you very much.